I want adventure in the great white somewhere.
Hello?
I want it more than I can tell.
Come into the light.
For once it might be grand.
What if she is the one?
To have someone understand.
Pleased to meet you.
I want so much more than they've got planned.
Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
Belle, you must leave here. This castle is alive.
Who's there?
Do you wish to take your father's place?
Come into the light.
Show me the girl.
Look at her. What if she is the one? The one who'll break the spell?
Hello.
You can talk.
Well, of course he can talk.
Hello. Pleased to meet you.
The master's not as terrible as he appears.
I say we kill the beast!
Think of the one thing you've always wanted. Now find it in your mind's eye and feel it in your heart.
Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid.
My dear Belle, you're so ahead of your time. This is a small village.
You are the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. Nobody deserves you.
And it's small-minded as well. But small also means safe.
I've come for my father.
He's a thief.
Come into the light. I will escape, I promise.
Look, a girl.
Who said that?
Hello.
You can talk.
Well, of course. It's all he ever does.
How lovely to make your acquaintance.
Want to see me do a trick? What happens when the last petal falls?
The master remains a beast forever.
And we become antiques. What did you do to it?
Nothing.
Get out of here! Go!
You have to help me. You have to stand.
If she is the one who'll break the spell, you must finally learn to love.
Tell us all this time.
Have you really read every one of these books?
Some of them are in Greek.
True as it can be.
Early evening comes, there's somebody else, unexpectedly. Certain as a sun.
Rising in the east.
Tell us all the time.
Kill the beast!
Tell us all the time.
prefer to be on Dance like Gaston, dance like Gaston. It's much more than the sum of his parts like Gaston. As a specimen, yes, an intimidating. Gaston!
Happy New Year!
Thanks, Sam.
I was talking to...
All right.
We hope that your new year is off to a great start.
And we are very excited that our new movie, Beauty and the Beast, comes out this year.
That's right, Beauty and the Beast hits theaters in 3D. We hope to see you there.
Happy 2017, everyone.
Papa?
Belle, this castle is alive.
Do you wish to take your father's place?
Come into the light.
Hello.
You can talk.
Well, of course he can talk.
What if she is the one who'll break the spell?
The master's not as terrible as he appears.
I say we kill the beast!
Think of the one thing you've always wanted. I feel it in your heart.
Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
There goes the baker with his tray, like always. The same old bread and rolls to some. Every morning just the same, since the morning that we came to this poor provincial town.
Good morning, Belle.
Good morning, Monsieur Jean. Have you lost something again?
Well, I believe I have. The problem is I can't remember what. Oh, well, I'm sure it'll come to me. Where are you off to?
To return this book to Père Robert. It's about two lovers in fair Verona.
Sounds boring.
Look, there she goes, that's going strange, no question.
Dazed and distracted, can't you tell?
Give a part of any crowd, cause her head's up on some cloud. But tonight she's a party girl, that Belle.
You'll join me for dinner. That's not a request.
Gently, master. The girl lost her father and her freedom in one day.
Yes, the poor thing is probably in there scared to death.
Exactly.
Just a minute.
You see, there she is. Now, remember, be gentle.
Kind.
Charming.
Sweet. And when she opens the door, give her a dashing debonair smile. Come, come, show me the smile. Oh, mon Dieu. Mon ami, prepare to enter an enchanted world where you will be our guest.
Think of the one thing you've always wanted and feel it in your heart.
What if she is the one who'll break the spell?
Disney's Beauty and the Beast, rated PG.
I want adventure in the great wide somewhere.
Hello?
I want it more than I can tell.
Come into the light.
For once it might be grand.
What if she is the one?
To have someone understand.
Pleased to meet you.
I want so much more than they've got planned.
Disney's Beauty and the Beast, rated PG.
Belle really dominated and characterized a huge part of my childhood and my growing up.
Who's there?
She really is the first modern Disney princess who doesn't want to be a princess. Someone who's more interested in figuring out who she is than in finding a guy and getting married.
Her thirst for knowledge, her imagination, her curiosity makes a fearless heroine, I think.
Belle is a great role model because she stands up for who and what she believes in.
I've come for my father.
And that was so much a part of the casting of Emma Watson.
Who are you?
Emma as Belle empowers a whole new generation of girls.
Come into the light.
What was then so exciting was to work together to really make sure that Belle was a 21st century heroine.
I'm not afraid.
We wanted to give her this element of being quite industrious and very inventive. There must be some way to break the curse.
This Belle not only embraces her sense of wonder, but takes it to a whole new level.
I know what she meant to me as a young girl. When you love something that much, you really want to do it justice.
She is the one.
I have loved Beauty and the Beast since I was about 4 years old.
I know that I've seen it hundreds of times since, and now that I have kids of my own, probably thousands.
I just thought it was the most beautiful and perfect movie. The question becomes, why remake something that's perfect? Part of it was this great opportunity to tell it in a live-action, fully photoreal version and distinguish Belle again 25 years later as a 21st century heroine.
When you love something that much, you really want to do it justice.
It was something that we all knew we had to live up to.
Who's there? Come into the light.
We have this extraordinary team who are legendary. They have given us the means that we needed to make it everything it could be.
Hello.
You can talk.
It feels really good to be in this group of actors. It's an amazing cast.
There's so many wonderful, iconic roles in this film.
It was enormously exciting to see so many people concentrated on creating magic that will endure.
Pleased to meet you. I've worked on films before where the craftsmanship has been amazing, but this has been unbelievable.
Show me the girl.
The music is pretty special.
What if she is the one who'll break the spell?
These songs are very powerful.
They arouse emotion, carry you along.
Think of the one thing you've always wanted.
There's something about this story and the score that draws everybody in.
Now find it in your mind's eye and feel it in your heart.
It will remind you of all the beauty of the original.
But also expand on it and give it more detail and more depth.
This version of Beauty and the Beast will define a whole new generation in a wonderful way.
If she is the one who'll break the spell, you must finally learn to love.
Certain as a sun,
Rising in the east,
careless on the side, song is on the side. Beauty and the Beast. Every day, like the one before, little town full of little people waking up. There goes the baker with his tray, like always, the same old bread and rolls to sell. Every morning just the same, since the morning that we came to this poor provincial town.
Good morning, Belle.
Good morning, Monsieur Jean. Have you lost something again?
Well, I believe I have. The problem is,
10 yards!
Excuse me.
I'll get the knife.
Please let me through.
This bread,
Fish.
it's stale.
They smell. Madam's mistaken.
Woman, there must be more than this provincial life.
Just watch our...
And 1 second, clearing, and background and playback.
Bonjour,
Pardon.
good day, oui.
To call this bacon.
What lovely flowers. Some cheese. 10 yards.
Excuse me.
I'll get the knife.
Good morning, Belle. Wonderful book you have there.
Have you read it?
Okay, so should I go for the scene at the end of it?
You are the wildest, most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. Nobody deserves you, but at least I know I'm true.
Am I catching you at a bad time?
What is it, LeFou?
Trouble at the fountain.
I told them that fountain would be trouble. Oh well, it's hero time.
the ones who play hard to get that are always the sweetest prey. That's what makes Belle so appealing. She hasn't made a fool of herself just to gain my favor. What would you call that?
Dignity?
It's outrageously attractive, isn't it?
I put that there to remind me of something, but I can't remember what.
What can I bring you?
A rose, like the one in the painting.
You ask for that every year.
And every year you bring it.
Then I'll bring you another one.
The only children you should concern yourself with are your own.
Oh, Belle. Do you know what happens to spinsters in our village after their fathers die? They beg for change on the street.
Madame Gaston, his little wife. Oh, no, sir, not me. I guarantee it. Where is Papa? Where is he?
No one as easy to bolster as you. Too much? Yep. In a wrestling match, nobody fights like Gaston. When I hunt, I sneak. I don't care. In a spitting match, nobody spits like Gaston. I'm especially good at expectorating. Who can make up these endless refrains like Gaston?
Is everything in here alive? Hello. What's your name?
Oh, that is a hairbrush.
Do not be alarmed, mademoiselle. This is just your wardrobe. Meet Madame de Garde-Robe, a great singer.
A better sleeper.
Codsworth!
There's something.
Here we go. Rehearsing. And
believe this is yours. Oh, there she goes. Action!
Are you not the least bit concerned this castle might be haunted?
Don't lose your nerve, LeFou.
Action!
Are you not the least bit concerned this castle might be haunted?
Beauty and the Beast, really, if you think about it, is like 4 movies in one. It's an action movie. We're making a live action film. There's a huge amount of stunts, and there's wolf fighting and horse riding and, you know, and guns and sword fights and all of that going on. It's also a comedy. The comic timing of characters like Cogsworth and Lumiere and Mrs. Potts, it's just hysterical in my opinion. Then on the other hand, it's a romance. It's a romantic drama. So, and then it's a musical. And then there's music, just to kind of really add it on the top, music and dance and theatre, really. So you need someone at the helm of a movie like this that can really do all of those things. And it takes someone quite special, I think, to get all of that working very well. And I think Belle has done a brilliant job of that. We wanted to make sure that we know she loves reading, we know she loves to travel, but we also wanted to give her this element of being quite industrious and quite practical and very inventive. So in the animation, Maurice is kind of the inventor, but in this movie, it's actually Belle who is really forging forward and innovating and coming up with new ways of doing things, which I thought was really interesting and was an idea that I loved. Belle also does some teaching in this film. She wants to, not only does she love reading for herself, but she actually loves sharing her love of books, and she loves sharing the things that she finds special and interesting. And I loved that too, that she wants to share. Oh, she also has a new song. It's only a small baby song. It's a reprise, so it's only like a verse and a little bit of a chorus, but it's very beautiful. We expand a bit on her past, and we see, you know, what is kind of the story of Belle's life before, before she goes to the castle and she meets Beast, which I think is really lovely extra detail, which we don't get from the original. So I started rehearsing the movie in January. We started filming in sort of April, March kind of time. So I had a few months just to really start learning, particularly the waltz, which is really kind of, for me, and this is what I realized, I remember saying this to Anthony as we were filming, it's kind of, that dance is the story of them falling in love. And so it had to have so much communicated through it, not just as a dance, but as how two people interact and how their perception of one another changes. And it's kind of, and it's all wrapped up in this, 2 or 3 minute moment. And we wanted to try and communicate so much. So I realized I couldn't just be a dancer. I couldn't just sort of know the dance steps perfectly. Actually, what was going to make the dance special was if I brought what I'm hopefully good at, which is acting, and that was what was going to really bring it to life and tell the story. So it was a really special experience for me. I love to dance. I've always loved to dance, and getting to learn to do this specially choreographed dance between Beast and Belle was definitely a highlight. In the end, what we decided was that the most important thing for this dress to do was it had to dance beautifully. That was
we wanted the dress to feel like it could float, like it could fly, like it was kind of the third, almost like the third person in that dance. And, you know, we started off with a much heavier, more intricate, more probably historically accurate dress, but we realized it just wasn't going to tell the story that we wanted it to tell. And we went for something a lot lighter, made of chiffon. And it does. It just is perfect for that moment. And yeah, we were pleased with it in the end. I think I was so actually focused on trying to support him through what he had to do for that dance. It really helped me because I couldn't focus on how nervous I was. Both of us were just trying to figure out the logistics of how do you do a 3-minute, you know, Strictly Come Dancing-esque waltz routine with a beast, with I mean, he's like 3 heads taller than me. It was really challenging. I think we were just so focused on the task at hand. It actually helped. It really helped carry us through it. And it was a very bonding experience. I actually think I'm going to suggest that on all of my movies, my co-star, my romantic co-star, has to learn to do a dance with me because there's just no better way to bond with someone. So Days in the Sun is a song about longing. It's kind of everyone in the castle is brought together by just like that awful heartache of missing something or someone that you deeply love and care about. And it kind of takes you through all the different characters in the castle and hearing their sort of internal thoughts at that particular juncture in the movie. Maurice, who's Belle's dad, his job is that he makes these music boxes, which is interesting. I'm not actually sure whether Bill took this from the original, but Chip was actually originally meant to be a music box, not a cup. But so we incorporated that idea, and he makes these, they're not just music boxes, they're kind of like little portals to other worlds. And getting to see those and do that scene with Kevin Kline, who is such a well-respected actor and such an interesting man, and the way that he just became he's a method actor, so he learnt how to put together and how to disassemble these music boxes, and it was just so, that scene for me perfectly encapsulates what we've tried to do, which was just give it more, more depth, layers, details, and that was just done so perfectly in that scene, and I just loved working with him. So no one is better, no one is more perfect for Gaston than Luke Evans. He's just is Gaston, whilst also managing to be incredibly likable and charming, and he's just perfect. He's just perfect. Josh Gad, one of my favourite human beings on the planet. He's just so fun to be around. He's incredibly intelligent. Oh my goodness, he's so interesting to talk to. I mean, there's just no one better to play that role. No one better.
Hello?
Hello.
You can talk?
Well, of course he can talk.
Hello, pleased to meet you. Come into the light.
Kill the beast!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the premiere of Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
I remember seeing it on Hollywood Boulevard in 1991. So the fact that we're back here tonight with this new version, it's unbelievably thrilling.
Seeing that this was the biggest premiere that we're doing in Los Angeles. So we decided we would sing Be Our Guest to the opening of probably the biggest red carpet I've ever seen in my life.
Our guest, be our guest, put our service to the test.
It's very, very exciting. I'm just
ready to have it out there in the world.
I certainly grew up loving the animated film. I grew up loving the book, actually. It's one of my favorite fairy tales.
People are finding the movie that they loved before, but with something extra that they are really taking to.
You are the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. Nobody deserves it.
To now bring those iconic songs to life, to bring this incredible story to life again, to bring these characters to life, it's a dream come true.
How lovely to make your acquaintance.
Want to see me do a trick?
This movie just touches everybody.
To be a part of this is very nostalgic in some ways, but also I think, Emma and the rest of the cast bring a real freshness to the productions.
What's your name?
That is a hairbrush.
I think it'll be nice for people to see everything that they saw in the original, but also get to know and understand a little bit more of their stories.
Show me the girl.
I think, for people who love the original film, as I do, I hope people appreciate the warmth and affection with which we made this film.
If she is the one who'll break the spell, you must finally learn to love.
Beauty and the Beast has given me a classic to sing for the rest of my life. It's surreal and it's an honor that they've asked me to sing again.
And all the songs in the film are really classic, and I can't wait for everyone to see this one. I think they're going to love it.
The tagline of the movie is "Tale as old as time," and it's true. It's been retold in so many different ways, but I think there's something about the Disney version that was so inspiring and really captured people's hearts.
Tale as old